involving the crash of a military helicopter this morning around the Adansi area in Ashanti region. Government regrets to announce the demise of the following persons in the tragic crash: Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boamah, Minister for Defense; Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Muhammad, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology; Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemonad, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture; Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress; and Mr. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate; Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Addo Mensah. The President and government extends our condolences and sympathies to the families of our comrades and the servicemen who died in service to the country. All flags are to fly at half-mast until further notice. Thank you.
Responsible cooperative mining and skills development program. And guess who was supposed to be there? President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama. But we know that he couldn't make it because he had to attend to other events at the capital. And then the Lands and Natural Resources Minister. But we do also understand that some sector ministers who are related to the fight against illegal mining will also be able to be there and speak to it. It's unclear as of now the civilians who are on board this aircraft that the Ghana Army says is missing.
Indeed, and one of the things we'll do for you, I've confirmed at least the 6 things we know if you're just joining us as far as this breaking story is concerned. We'll be going to the Jubilee House very shortly. Mark Solababa is our presidential correspondent, and he will join us with a few additional details. One of the things that he told me and yourself before we came on air, because we're running around trying to figure out what's happening, is that the president had to cancel.
Yeah, the event in the central region.
Exactly. And the president has cancelled a lot of his activities. In fact, all his activities have been cancelled for today. And we want to understand why. Secondly, we know that there's going to be a news conference pretty shortly. An emergency press conference is going to be happening pretty shortly. Again, that will give us a bit more detail as to what is happening. But you can see on your screens there the smoldering flames of what appears to be a crash of this helicopter in question. There are a few things we don't know.
Right.
Okay. First of all, this helicopter that went off radar, that the Ghana Armed Forces is confirming. Is it the same as what we're seeing the videos of? That's one thing. Second point that, of course, we don't know. The regional minister who chairs the Regional Security Council of the Ashanti region confirmed there was an emergency. And so he abruptly left this event and headed to try and deal with it. And that is understandable, because once it's happening in the Ashanti region, and he is the security chair, the regional security chair, such a major security incident, he would have to immediately chair the security operation to try and get it under control, right? The first thing he would have done was to say rescue,
of course,
right? If the plane has gone off, the helicopter has gone off the radar, the Ghana Armed Forces confirming they cannot track it on the radar. What has happened to it? They need to establish that first, and that is somebody who would be dealing with that. That's the regional minister who chairs the Regional Security Council. The third thing they will need to do is mobilize first respondents, ambulance, the military itself. We need to track and locate this particular helicopter. Also, because we had dignitaries on board. These are high-valued individuals. Who, by the way, I want to go to my colleague Bright. You see him in the vehicle now because he's headed to the crash site. And Bright, what can you report? Because you were on the ground covering this event at which this helicopter was headed, right? To which this helicopter was headed. What do you know so far? What are your sources telling you has happened?
As we already know, we understand that a helicopter that was headed for Obuasi has gone missing. We understand this helicopter was carrying some dignitaries or delegation from Accra to Obuasi. And we already know that Obuasi was hosting the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program that was organized by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. And during these events, during the submission of the Ashanti Regional Minister, that's when we had indication that this incident had happened in the Asokwa municipality, Adanse Asokwa municipality of the Ashanti region. As we speak currently, we are headed to the place. We understand the place is around Sikaman in the Adanse Asokwa area. And so that is where we are headed as we speak now. And we are still trying to find where the helicopter is as of now. And until we find the helicopter, we'll be bringing you subsequent updates what is currently happening on the ground, the people who are involved, the delegations who are involved, whether there are any government officials involved, and also the number of people that were involved in this particular incident that has happened in the Adanse Asokwa municipality. So as we speak now, we are still headed. We are looking for this particular helicopter that was headed for the Obuasi, but unfortunately got missing midway. That is around Adanse Asokwa area, and we are almost there. We are hoping to find this helicopter and update our viewers and audience in our subsequent bulletin. Evan, so this is what we can pick up so far.
And if I may come in, so you covered this launch. Can you run us through the government officials who are supposed to be at this program?
All right, so Elton, initially from the MC's commentary, we understand that the defense minister was supposed to join this particular delegation to come to the event. But unfortunately, during the arrival, we only saw the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, that's Emmanuel Kofi Amabwa, and also the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwakohene, coming to this particular event. And right after the submission of the Ashanti Regional Minister, he quickly sought for permission to leave the premises and go attend to this particular incident that has happened in the Adanse Asokwa area. So we understand that the delegation, it was just the defense minister that was supposed to join. Apparently, the president, that's John Dramani Mahama, as we've seen on the flyer of the program, was supposed to be the guest speaker for the event. But unfortunately, he couldn't join us. We do not know the reasons why he could not come. But we understand from the commentaries from the master of ceremony of the event, he said that the defense minister was supposed to be a part of the delegation that was supposed to be at the event. But we only saw the lands minister, the lands and natural resources minister, Emmanuel Kofi Amabwa, and also the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amakohene, joining us at this particular event. We also had some dignitaries who were the Chamber of Mines. We're talking about the Environmental Protection Agency, who were all present at the event. But for those coming from Accra, we just confirmed that it was just the Defense Minister who was supposed to join this particular event. So, Elton, that is what we gathered from the event as well.
Right, how far are you from the crash site?
Okay, so Elton, as we speak now, we are headed to the Adanse Asokwa. I should say that some 15 minutes we should hopefully get around this particular area. That's the Sikaman area where the event unfortunately happened, and we'll bring you more updates in our subsequent bulletins. So Elton, that's what we can report for now.
So that's why the Ashanti Regional Minister, his comments that there was an emergency he needed to attend to. The program went on successfully.
Yes, the program went on successfully. We had the Lands and Natural Resources Minister addressing the public or the gathering that was there. He assuring that the government is really committed to fighting the illegal mining and menace through the responsible cooperative mining and skills development program. And we know that this program is here to replace the community's small scale mining and also the national employment and livelihood program that was introduced by the erstwhile New Patriotic Party administration led by the ex-president Nana Akufo-Addo during that particular regime. And so the lands minister addressed this particular gathering at the event. We even closed, and then we are headed for this particular area. That's where the incident happened, and we are headed for this. So for the event, it ended successfully. Everyone being addressed, the dignitaries all gave their solidarity messages, ensuring that the government's fight against illegal mining would actually be a something that can be attained in the coming years. And you know, illegal mining, we understand illegal mining, over 5,000 hectares of lands have been destroyed through illegal mining activities. And Ghana, 40% of our gold exports are from the small scale mining industry. And so this event or this program that is coming would help regulate the small scale mining activities in the country. And so the Emmanuel who is the lands minister, assured that
if you can just give me some few minutes,
local participation will be done.
Right, so I just wanted to understand, I mean, from the perspective of,
Elton, I can hear you.
Of the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council, have they provided any update